Tackle Junkies, what's going on, everyone? Really appreciate you guys and gals for clicking on the video. You might be able to hear another rainy day here in the Midwest. I mean, not making excuses, man, but I think I've fished the least this season for as long as I can remember. I bet I've only been out a dozen times or so. So I'm definitely going to fish later in the year than I normally do, just because, man, I don't feel like I've even fished this year. And it just really, it's the weather. Like I said, it's raining right now. It's always raining on my days off, and really even at work too. I mean, Wednesday was raining so dang hard. I mean, I had rain running down my crack all day. I mean, it's been a challenge for sure to fish and to work, just because we've had so much rain. I'm sure you guys are dealing with the same thing. But on this rainy day, just kind of swapping out some gear. I know you guys have been asking for the Megabass rod, like on the water, first impressions or whatever. We won't do a review till the end of the year on the rods. Really, it goes with all the rods. I want to get some time with them before I do a review. But the reason I haven't had those in the boat yet, because I know as soon as I start using those, I'm not going to use anything else. I mean, obviously, I haven't used them, but they feel amazing in hand, and I'm sure as soon as I put a $500 rod in my hand and start fishing with it, I'm not going to pick up anything else. So I'm just going through all the rods that I picked up first, like the arc rods, the wheeler rods. I just put I just put these in the boat. These are the Select Series wheeler. Put these in the boat. Going to use those on probably Sunday and Monday, as long as it's not raining. So yeah, just trying to go through the rods that I got first, and then towards the end of the year, you know, or maybe towards summer and all that, we'll start pulling out some of the higher end rods. I just wanted to use these first. Like I said, probably won't use them much once I start using the Megabass, and I got some Steez rods. I also picked up, you guys asked, I picked up a few Kage, Dio Kage rods. I picked up a Kage reel. What else did I pick up? Kage. Oh, I picked up, those I'm really excited about. The new Tatula rods. Picked up like 4 of those. And we're going to do videos on all this equipment that I picked up. Just be patient with me. I mean, you know, a lot of guys these days are doing YouTube full-time. I'm not. I still have another full-time business that I run. You guys don't know I wash trucks for a living. So on top of that, I'm trying to do YouTube as well. And most of the time on my days off, I'm freaking beat. I don't feel like doing nothing. But it's usually raining anyway, so I don't really feel like I'm missing out on fishing from being tired, because it's always freaking pouring. So anyways, enough talking. We're already a couple minutes in here, haven't done nothing yet. Another Tackle Warehouse order. That's one thing for sure. We're getting plenty of orders in. Another Tackle Warehouse order came in. We'll do a separate video on that. I know you guys love those, so keep a lookout for that one. We're also going to do, some of you have been asking about flashlights. We did a knife EDC maybe last year or the year before. We're going to do like our favorite flashlights coming up here. We thought it'd be cool, like Father's Day gift idea video. You know, we might do that probably next week, so keep a lookout for that as well. But anyways, the reason for today's video, I'm going to spool up a couple more reels, and got a couple more rods. I've had these for a while, haven't shown them to you guys yet. We were talking about the Garcia. These are the new Ike Series, okay? This one I was going to use for something else. I didn't really do my research when I ordered it. I thought it would be good for spinnerbaits, but the Delay series, I believe, is a crankbait series, okay? I'm still gonna try it for spinnerbaits, just because I'm always looking for that real short, powerful, but soft rod. And those are kind of hard to find. And I've seen this one here. This is the Ike Delay series. Give you guys a little look at it here. Ike Delay. Love the color. Again, we don't have great lighting in here that might pick up. I'm sure you guys have seen his new wrap on his truck. It pretty much matches this rod here. But you can see there, it says Delay. 3/8 of 1 ounce lures, 12 to 20 pound test. Looks like we have a gloss black reel seat. I love the, that's one thing I love on the Abu rods that I've been noticing, is the grip. Like, I like the, you guys can see that? Like the little finger cut out. Like, to me, that's very comfortable. Like, I really do like that. Of course, you can feel the blank there, exposed blank. But yeah, I really do like, even on the little butt section there, I do like how you feel the finger grips in there. That's very cool. But again, you can see the rod here. Same color, obviously, all the way down. Okay, those are not like micro guides. Look pretty standard to me. Lots of guides, like here on the last foot. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guides, like on the last foot of the rod. So lots of guides there. Okay, but this one, like I said, I really wanted to use for spinnerbaits. And again, I'm gonna try for spinnerbaits. You know, I mean, gosh, hooks these days are like, they're very, very sharp, right? So even though this is a soft rod, you have the momentum, right, of the spinnerbait coming to you. Okay, so I don't see it being that big a deal, even though this rod is soft, which I'll show you right now. I mean, it's very limber. It's soft, and I'm not putting a ton of pressure on it, but it's a soft rod. But still, with you reeling the bait in, you have the momentum of the bait coming towards you. You know, when they hit it, you still swing and that rod loads up, you know, you should still be able to drive that hook, no problem. So even though this rod is made for crankbaits, it still might be a decent spinnerbait rod. Even a bladed jig rod. Like I said, it's a 6, where was that at? 6.6, medium heavy. Okay, medium heavy. And I don't know if it says on here or not. I'd imagine it's probably a moderate or a regular, maybe even a mod fast. They don't have the actions on here, but a cranking rod is typically like a moderate or a regular, which is basically soft. It's a soft rod. But you can see this one here, you know, when that tip shuts off, you know, and this is really, it's kind of a parabolic rod. If you can, I guess you can't see the butt section there, but it's got a lot of bend through the entire rod there. I mean, we're bending down to, you know, really past this guide here, and there's only one left here. So you got a lot of parabolic action in this rod, which is what you want for crankbaits. But still, when that tip kind of starts to shut off, you can feel there's a good amount of power in this rod. So, you know, don't go out and get one for spinnerbaits until I use it, but I'm thinking it's going to be a decent spinnerbait rod. I just like that shorter rod to be real accurate. And of course, I'm looking for a rod with some power, and being a medium heavy, this one should have it. So I mean, I'm excited to use it for spinnerbaits. Might only use it for crankbaits. Either way, that's going to work, just because, again, I fish so shallow with the water clarity. So if I'm tight to banks and all that, trying to fish the rock or whatever the case may be, little roll casts and all that, with a crankbait or a spinnerbait, I think this is going to be a fun rod for sure. I want to take a minute and tell you guys about my favorite feature on the Deep Dive app. Let's face it, it's been a year for the wind this year. It seems like every time I get to go fishing, it's blowing like 20, 30 plus. I know the wind can be your friend, but it can also be a big pain in the butt to fish in. With the Deep Dive app, I can click on wind effects and I can track the lake throughout the week, okay? I can go in the past, I can go in the present, and I can go in the future. So if I'm trying to plan a day, I can pick the best day, or if I'm looking for that windy day, I can pick that as well. Speaking of windy days, if we go to the 21st, okay, you can see just how the wind affects the banks. We got some pretty good wind gusts here. Looks like up to around 30 or so. Yeah, wind gusts 29:30 at 11:22 a.m. We got a wind coming out of the west, so you can see here how the wind affects the banks. It's nice too, there's a little color chart there at the bottom. So at a quick glance, you can see what areas are getting hit the hardest. Now, if you want to fish in the wind, you can see really the worst spots. If you're looking for some calm spots, you can see those as well. Now, this particular day, the wind's blowing so bad, it's pretty much blowing out the entire lake. There's very little calm water on this day here. You can kind of see those icons all along the bank. So if you choose this day here, no doubt you're going to be fishing in the wind, but at least you'll know before you go what you're dealing with. Guys, if you haven't checked out this app, definitely check it out. Wind effects, definitely my favorite feature. Linked down below. Now, both rods, I'll show you both ones that I got here. This one it says on there PowerLux 200 composite. It says PowerLux Composites 200. But this one here is a composite rod, which means I think it's a mixture of graphite and glass. Okay, the glass is what gives you that nice soft action. You can also tell, if I compare the two rods here, typically a glass rod is bigger. You should be able to see that there. I think. The rod on the bottom being the glass rod, you can see that blank is a bit bigger, okay? So that's the glass, a little bit bigger blank. Usually weighs a bit more, and of course you can feel that too. This being a shorter rod, this one being 7 foot, you can definitely feel more weight in this the 6.6 here with the glass. And it's not super heavy, but you can definitely feel there's more weight with the glass versus the non, okay? But that's the plan for this one. The plan is to try spinnerbaits with it, but if not, of course, shallow cranking, tight to cover, going to be a fun rod for sure, okay? And I do have the Ike reels to pair with these. Michael, I got him one too. He's been using his Ike reel all season. He's been using his Ike reel on the Arc blade rod, the Arc spinnerbait rod. He loves it, and it matches up really well too. But he actually, that's probably one of his favorite combos to date. Actually, you know, I take that back. He loves that combo, no doubt, the Arc rod with the Ike reel. But yesterday he was using the Ike Series reel and a Lose custom light rod, and he video called me while I was using it. Absolutely loves it, super lightweight. So he's really happy with that one as well. But I do know the Ike reel and that Arc rod, he was loving that all spring for spinnerbaits. But anyways, this is this rod here. So keep in mind, if you do get the Delay series, I do believe they're meant for crankbaits, okay? They are meant for crankbaits. And of course, you can beef the rod up with your line too. You know, obviously, if you use braid that has zero stretch, that'll make up for some of the forgiveness in the rod. So you could do that too, if you want to use it for, like I said, you know, spinnerbaits or whatever. But we'll see. I'm gonna start out with 15-pound test, probably Seaguar and VizX, and we'll just go from there. But that is the 6.6 medium heavy delay rod, Garcia Ike Series, okay? This one here, I got Mike one of these as well. This is the, I think this is just a 7 foot. Yeah, this is the Power Series, 7 foot medium heavy. It doesn't say on here, I'm sure it's a fast. Medium heavy fast. Now this one here says Power Lux Composites, but I don't believe this is a composite rod. So this is just, I believe this is just a graphite rod here. And you'll notice, okay, you guys can see that or not? Maybe you can. That's a very, it's pretty stiff, very stiff rod. So to me, this rod is good for Texas rigs and jigs, you know, working the bottom. I mean, there's probably enough tip there. If you wanted to throw some spinnerbaits on it, some bladed jigs, you probably could. I mean, medium heavy fast is a very versatile rod, probably the most versatile rod that I've ever used or that I own, a medium heavy fast 7 footer, very versatile, many different things with it. To me, in the garage, again, we're just doing the bend test in the garage here. Just from feeling this rod, it feels a bit stiffer to me than a typical medium heavy fast, okay? Of course, when we're out on the water, I might have a different opinion of that, but to me, this feels on the stiff side. So we'll see how it does with some moving baits as well. But my plan is just to Texas rig and jigs with this. Normally when I pick up rods, I try to pick up, you know, 2 or 3. Like I don't like just to get, you know, one rod if I'm going to review it, just because what if that one rod isn't really what I was looking for? Like this one here, what if it's just too stiff and I can only use it to work the bottom? I really can't use it for moving baits and all that. I like a rod that's the most versatile, you know, and if it ain't what I think it is, I like to get a few, because if one don't pan out, maybe the other one will, and then I have, you know, something else to talk about. So I usually like to get a few rods if I'm going to review a series, you know. But yeah, medium heavy fast, again, same grip and all that. I really do, I like that. That's very comfortable, very comfortable. Like the foam there on the real seat nut. But and I want to say these are $149, $159, somewhere in that range. And the reels, I think, are right around, I think they're the same price, $149, $159, which is nice because the old Ike reels, I want to say they were like $250 range. So it's kind of nice that they dropped a good amount. So, but yeah, medium heavy fast. And like I said, this one here is a graphite. Even though it says on there composite, I don't believe it has any glass in it. This one here I do believe is just a straight graphite rod. But that's the game plan. Texas rigs and jigs, and then possibly spinnerbaits and crankbaits. And like I said, we'll do a review down the road. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. All right. Let me know some video suggestions down below. All right. Something you're really looking forward to. We're going to do a walk around tour of the boat. A lot of you guys have been asking questions about the boat. Now that I've had the boat for a while, my opinion on it, everything I've done to it. Maybe next time we're out, we'll do a video on that. Probably make it 2 parts. We'll do a video on everything I've kind of done to the outside, and then we'll do another video of like the tour of the inside, everything in the boxes, because you guys are always curious about that stuff. So keep a lookout for those videos, but anything else you're really looking forward to, you know, let me know down below. And we're gonna let these reviews run like, you know, all year, just because, like I said, I haven't got out that much, so we might be doing reviews in November and December and January. So whatever it takes to get them done. But that's that, you know. Love you guys. See you on the next one.